Welcome to the Lesson of the Week with yours truly, Sean Thunder Wallace. I'm a performer, composer, and professor of music at The Ohio State University. This weekly program is designed to inspire and inform the serious music student. We're all students here, so join me on the path of discovery as we learn together. So, it's like when I'm playing past a certain tempo, I mean, you can still play outside stuff, but yeah, if it's not like, if it's not really like that, you're done. You're just done.
Is that using a good amount of includer or too much, or?
No,
it's like, okay, because I know usually I don't play enough, I don't think.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing though. Like when you play it, I mean, it's obvious that you're playing it, and sometimes you're not necessarily tying it into the next thing that you would play, maybe as strongly as I think that you should, so that it makes a lot more, cohesive sense.
So like integrating it into a lick.
Yeah. Okay. I was. So I used to say this a lot. I don't know if I've said this to you. The challenge, one of the challenges with playing a lot of vocabulary, with playing a lot of stuff, is, does it sound like a trick, or has it really been integrated into all aspects of your playing? Can you play it anytime you want to? Can you play it and weave it into this and weave it into that? A lot of guys, even with the false fingering thing, a lot of guys can play some false fingering, but can you play false fingering, weave it in and out of your line so it doesn't sound like, okay, there's a trick, okay, there's another trick, okay, all right, okay, there's another trick. I mean, if it sounds like a trick, then there's something wrong. I mean, to me, if it sounds like a trick. If it sounds like it's flashy, but you can tell that it's not really a trick, it's not a gimmick, because the cat can really play, then it's cool. It's kind of like some of the first cats that started trying to play on different horns, but maybe some of the first cats that really was like, oh yeah, if I play on piccolo, or if I play some of the same stuff on piccolo, then cats will think I can play. But it's but you're not playing it. You're not really playing anything more or less than anybody else. So it's like a gimmick. It's like a trick, as opposed to a cat that can really play, a pile of stuff that can really play and is really saying something. Then it's not a trick anymore. Then the cat is just real bad, and you have to respect that. Gimmick stuff, man, that for me, that wears off real fast. And I realize even people that listen to me play, some people that check me out and stuff, I realize that probably the fact that I play a bunch of axes, that's kind of like a novelty thing to them. And I play flute, and a lot of cats don't play flute, that can really play. Not a lot of cats can really play flute that play saxophone. Okay, so that's kind of like a novelty thing. But what I hope happens is you know, during the course of the evening that they come check me out, or when they're watching a video or something, that what happens is they realize that, nah, this is not really a gimmick. It's not really like, this cat can like really play all these acts. It's like, this is, you know, that's what you want to happen. So it's like the same concept with any particular thing in your plan. You really wanted to have that kind of, you know, it's not a trick. This is part of me. This is part of, you know, the way that I express it.
So you're not doing it like so other people go, oh my gosh, you're doing it because that's what you want to deal with, right?
Right. And you can really integrate it and weave it into, you know, other things, you know, or like, you know, it's like those cats, like they you know, you know, they want to play in certain keys because if they play in that key, they can play all the tricks. But then when you have them play in some other keys, especially unfamiliar keys, it's like all of a sudden they can't play none of the tricks anymore. You know, so then they be just sound sad. You know, so, you don't want to just be sounding sad because, you know, and there's some stuff that just lays a certain way on the horn, and that's cool. But really, with whatever you can, even if it's awkward and cumbersome and everything else, you know, at first, you got to work this stuff out like in every key. You got to, you know, take stuff and really be able to play it all over the place. You have to do that. You know. You know. Tricks are fun for, you know, a very short period of time, and then it's like if there's not some substance to follow quickly, then, you know, you lost me. I don't want to hear it. You know, I've had, you know, I mean, pop culture and pop media and all that. You know, they give us enough tricks. You know, I've seen enough tricks. I want to see some cats that, you know, that are really dealing. You know, that can really play. That's what I want to see. And of course, that's what I'm trying to create in my studio, is cats that at least have a clear understanding of what the real standard should be. You know, what the real standard should be, how high the bar really should be, how high the bar really is. If there's a bunch of cats out there playing that way or not, you like this list here, ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody doing that. Nobody, you know, cats get to the place where they can play a little bit of stuff. You know, 95, 98% cats. You know, I can play in most keys, pretty comfortable. You know, I can play some tempos. You know, my phrasing's pretty together. You know, play a couple styles. All right, I'm straight. You know, ready to move to New York and give me a record deal on Blue Note. You know, that's like, you know, that's what it is. But, you know, the beauty of the music thing, unlike athletics, is that we don't really have like a time limit. I mean, you know, you have a lot longer to deal with it. You can deal with it your whole life. So why not make the bar as high as possible? So you just keep having something to reach for. You know, like 50-year-olds don't like break the 100-meter record. But 50-year-olds can still be real rough. You know, 60, 70-year-olds can really be still playing a whole lot of stuff. Not just still playing; they can be playing more stuff than they ever did before. You know, I remember I was at IAJE a couple years ago, of course, before they bankrupt. And I was at Jamie Aebersold. They had like a big display, big booth or whatever, a bunch of books and stuff. And James Moody, you know, as legendary as James Moody is, he was in there getting a bunch of books, you know, books to work on. And you know, that's what it's about. You know, I mean, as old as he is and as much music as he's played, he's still trying to get better.